Hey everyone, Mike Hidalgo here, and thank you for joining us on another FCP Euro DIY. Today we're going to be working on our 2008 Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Today we're going to be covering how to replace the differential fluid on the rear of this Cayenne Turbo. This is going to be applicable to all 955 and 957 models. The only thing that changes between the models is whether or not you have a limited slip or an open differential. In our case, we have an open diff, so we're going to go ahead and service it with our liquid moly kit that we have on the site, and we're also going to replace the drain and fill plug at the same time. You're going to want to do this service every 8 years or 120,000 miles, depending on how it's been driven. Now for us, we just got this Cayenne. We don't know what the service history is, so we're going to go ahead and do the diff service. Now before we get started on this job, let's take a look at the tools we're going to need for this DIY. For this DIY, we're going to need a couple basic tools, starting with an 8mm Allen hex socket. We're going to use a 3/8 ratchet and this PT transfer fluid pump so we can fill in our diff with some new fresh fluid. Now we know what tools we're going to be working with. Let's get started on this DIY. Thank you for joining me under the car, my good people. Here at the rear diff, we're going to see where our fill plug is and our drain plug is. Now before we go ahead and drain the differential, you want to make sure you can crack your fill plug free. So let's go ahead and do that first. You're going to need an 8mm Allen hex. So I'm going to try to break that free. Now that we know that's free, we can go ahead and work on removing our drain plug. Not terrible, but definitely due for a change. Now that our diff has fully drained, we're going to go ahead and install our new drain plug. Just wipe that off a little bit. We're going to start it by hand. And then we're going to torque this down to 26 foot-pounds. Again, this is an 8mm hex head. Boom, baby. That's it. Now we can take our fresh liquid moly fluid and fill our diff. These bottles have a cool straw that you can use that are built in to fill differentials like this. So we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. This diff takes about 1.4 liters of fluid. This is the open case diff. So essentially you're going to want to fill this again until it starts dripping out of the fill plug up top. There we have it, my good people, about 1.5 liters. It's starting to drip out the fill plug, or the fill hole, so let's go ahead and install our new fill plug. So go ahead and thread this on by hand. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my 8mm Allen key to go ahead and snug this up. If you have a torque wrench that you can fit in there, again, it's about 26 foot-pounds. We're just going to leave it nice and tight, as it is just a fill. It's not going to be under the diff fluid wanting to leak out. And there you have it, my good people, another DIY in the books. Overall, a pretty straightforward job that you can do with some basic tools. Again, you always want to make sure you can free up your fill plug before you go ahead and remove your drain plug. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments on what we did today, or you want to see something else done on this 957, leave that in the comment box below. And if you like this DIY and you want to see more like them, please consider subscribing. We make new ones all the time. As always, thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.